and we have some ground beef. So it's going to be the ground beef. Sliced tomato, very thin, is going to go in the rollatini. The raw garlic chopped up and the raw onion mixed into the meat, mixed in with the breadcrumbs, with the cream and the egg and the ricotta. And then we'll cook the eggplant slices, roll them up, put tomato sauce, and bake them. We're going to put in the egg, which I mixed up with the breadcrumbs and the heavy cream. And we're going to put in the raw onion. I'm going to mix this up with my hand. I'm going to add to this 1 teaspoon of salt and pepper mixture. And now the only way to do this is to mix it with your hand. After this is mixed well, then I'm going to add the ricotta. Oh, I spoke incorrectly, not the ricotta. The Parmesan cheese or the Reggiano. Now we'll mix this up. And the ricotta cheese, ricotta, I will spread on with the basil. So mix this up. Next we're going to peel the eggplant. If you cut the ends off, then when you take the peeler and run this way, it'll catch this and be much easier. So we'll peel it and then we'll slice it. And do your best with a very long knife to try and make slices about that thick. A little more, a little less won't really matter. We're going to cook the eggplant a little. Just grease up this little skillet there. We're only cooking this to soften it so it can be folded. You can do this outside on the grill. You also want to season it with salt and pepper mix. Salt and pepper. Make it up, put the amount of pepper in that you like, and you're saving a step. So now we have to go about cooking this, and this is going to cook, like I said, until it's soft. It'll take a few minutes, and when that's finished, allow it to cool a little, because you can't work this with hot food, and we'll be moving along with it. We're going to make a eggplant rollatini with using this basil puree. You just buy fresh basil, maybe 4 or 5 bunches, put it in the Cuisinart with some extra virgin olive oil, put it in the freezer. Look how beautiful that is. It's been in the freezer for many, many, many months. And you just take it out the day before you need it in the refrigerator. We have ricotta, whole milk ricotta, and in here I have the panco breadcrumbs with the heavy cream and with the egg. I'll mix that in with the beef. It's a little bit soft. As you see, it's limp, so we'll turn it over. You don't want to destroy the eggplant. You just want to soften it up so it can be folded. Just don't forget it's going to be baked in the oven. So that's enough for that piece. And that's almost enough for that piece. And just continue cooking it. Seasoning it. Remember, everything has to be seasoned. Items that go together. That's good for that. We're going to make this rollatini now. First thing you do is just put a little sauce in the bottom of the dish. Nice fresh tomato sauce. Now we're going to put the meat. Thinly done, because when this rolls up, there's more than just meat going in here. That's plenty of meat. Next we'll put the tomatoes. As you can see, they're sliced paper thin so they can roll. That's plenty of that. The ricotta cheese. That's plenty. And then we are going to put the basil spread. How's that? So we're going to roll this up from the small end first. Take this roll, place it right in the dish. And then go about making more. After making the rolls, we'll put a little tomato sauce over. And I'm not putting the cheese right now. Because this has to go in the oven and cook, because that's raw meat. So if I put the cheese on there, I think the top might get a little hard. And I want this to be soft. So we're going to cover this up with aluminum foil, but first some saran wrap. If you put aluminum foil on tomato sauce, the acid will eat right through the aluminum foil, and you'll have spots of aluminum foil all over the tomato, which you don't want. And aluminum foil, and this will cook in the oven nice and easy. I set it at 350 convection, which is 375 in a regular oven. And we're putting it in now, and we'll time it. Now let's just top it off with some grated cheese. 70 minutes later. Little chopped parsley or scallions on there. Now we'll see what it looks like in a dish. Take out one piece. And we'll cut it. Take a look at it. Well, there is nothing defined in there except that is eggplant rollatini. Now we'll taste the piece. I gotta wait 2 minutes. This is way too hot to eat. Well, that little piece I tasted from that, I taste the basil, ricotta cheese, the meat, tomato sauce, everything I'm supposed to taste is there. So enjoy.